Skip Schumacher. I still keep in touch with him. He would pull me aside when he would see that I was struggling and kind of tell me, you know, with other pitchers and really good pitchers that he played with, he was able to share insight with me on how they were and why they were successful. And so he gave me really good insight with that and gave me the confidence to believe in myself.
When I was in the bullpen, you know, our whole bullpen kind of did it. You know, it was Chafin, Archie, TJ McFarland, like those guys kind of came together in different situations like, hey, like, should I do this, should I do that, should I not do this, should I not do that, like how do I go about this, you know? And then when I was starting, Taijuan Walker was great to me. Felt like a big brother. I felt like I had a big brother in the clubhouse, you know, and he was great to me last year.
Probably two stories. Brian McCann, when I first got called up, you know, I was really worried about, you know, am I going to shake a 7-time All-Star, whatever he was at the time, you know. And I told him that after my first appearance, and he came over to me, he looked at me and he said, listen, man, he's like, you know yourself way better than me. It's your damn career. He's like, shake me all you want. And so that really gave me the confidence to kind of go out and kind of pitch the way that I knew how. And then Mike Minor, my first year, really showed me what it is to prepare as a big leaguer, to scout and come up with your own kind of scouting report going into each start and kind of show me the ropes along those lines. So that meant a lot and kind of helped propel me through the rest of my career.
Yeah, I would have to say Bronson Arroyo.
Bronson Arroyo, Aaron Hill, I'll even throw Gerald Laird in there, and Fernando Rodney.
Michael Barrett, I've still talked to him till this day. So Michael Hermosillo, who's on the roster now, Keenan Middleton, both of those guys when I first signed really like kind of helped me out.
Brett Myers. It was kind of funny because he wasn't known as being, you know, good to a lot of rookies, but for some reason, you know, he seemed to like me. You know, but I've had a handful over the course of my career that have been good to me.
Not my rookie year. Like Martin Prado was a very good guy to me and a good veteran throughout my career in Miami. But like I would say, like my first year, Juan Pierre, JP was you know, awesome, man. He was on the tail end of his career, and you know, he knew what he had still to give to the game, and you know, he was still a good player on the field, but he was really really good in the clubhouse, really good with the young guys, and just kind of showing you how to, you know, go out about your business and play the game and what it, you know, what it is to be a major leaguer. So JP my first year, Juan Pierre, and then the rest of my time in Miami, Martin Prado really was that go-to veteran for me.
There's a lot to choose from, but I mean, he's the closest to me. So Trevor, he did so much for me and opened my mind up to really how the game of baseball and how pitching works and how his pitch design works, and it really simplifies a lot of things for me, and I use a lot of his advice today.
Andrew Miller was really good. Like just being new, bullpen, like that was my first year as being a reliever too. So just kind of like how to watch the game, how to think about the game. Like he's the ultimate professional. Just the way he pays attention, keeps notes. Like he has his own little book. That was pretty cool to see that a guy with that amount of success was still as locked in as like day one guys when you get to the big leagues. So it was pretty impactful.
So Marco Gonzalez for sure, and then Kyle Seager, D. Gordon. Felix gave me some tips last year, so a little bit of everybody.
I go slider shorts and then my pants. Like I have shorts on under my pants. Not for a superstition thing. I think it just growing up, I always wore shorts and then just threw pants on real quick. So it just kind of, that's just what I do. I know I don't think anybody else actually does that under their game pants.
Probably calling my mom at the exact same time before every game. Oh yeah, no one else can be on the phone either. Like if anybody else touches the phone, they gotta go or I gotta swipe up and do something.
I know if I give up a run, I won't lift weights until I give up another one.
I used to shave like everything, like my whole body before a start. When I was a starter, I used to shave everything.
I go, beginning of the year, I find one coffee shop and I go to it every day for every home game. I wouldn't say that's the weirdest, but that's one that I always do.
I chew gum, usually not my first at bat. My first at bat, I don't need any gum. After the first at bat, I make it out, statistically speaking. Twice I need to then change my tactics. So then enter the gum. And I'm a big sugar-free guy. Not because I don't like sugar, it's just because I like the texture of that gum better. It's really good for blowing bubbles and it lasts longer. And then it kind of depends, like the fate of that piece of gum would then rest on whether or not I got a hit that next at bat. And so if you're like a really solid piece of gum, you can hang around like maybe till the rest of the game, but you know, if you don't have any hits in you, then you're out.
I dressed up as a sexy leprechaun one year, and then my first year I dressed up as in a onesie women's bathing suit with floaties and goggles. Those were my 2 dress-up years.
But, you know, we kind of put a spin on it. We had a fun thing. We got off the bus in San Diego, all of us dressed up, and I walked all of us right into the first bar I saw, and I bought all of our guys a shot. And, like, the bartender liked us so much that he gave us the next round for free. So it was pretty cool.
Nothing. I got a good group of guys, so they take care of us. We don't have to do anything too bad.
Coming back to my locker after a game, not finding any of my clothes in the locker. And so instead there would be like a really nice ensemble like hanging right up front so that you can't miss it.
I mean, I had a clean cleats before, the whole team's cleats, but which isn't bad or anything, but you know.
I had to come up in front of in spring training. I had to sing in front of the team with the Dodgers. I had to do that for 3 years in a row. I had to go to Starbucks and get an order for the whole spring training team in my full catcher's gear.
Just dress up. I was the bride.
My rookie year, like, I knew that there was like some, you know, rookie dress up or whatever, but I think I was like one of the only, if not the only rookie. And so like I came like last road trip, I'm like ready to go, and they didn't have anything set up for me. And I was like, okay, well, you know, am I gonna do like a rookie dress up? Because I want to get it over with. And then they said no, and then turns out last year we had a bunch of rookies, and they go, Beebs, did you do your rookie dress up last year? And I go, well, no, but like I was asking around for it, and here I am like throwing 220 innings and dressing up on our last plane flight.
My walkout song is Your Love by The Outfield.
Last year it was Going Bad by Drake. It was Suge by The Baby. This year I'm gonna have to keep it a little secret, but it's gonna be something. It's gonna be a banger for sure.
So my walkout song is In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. It's pretty much been consistent. I'll have another one or two, but that one's been since college.
Mine is Remember the Name by Fort Minor.
There it is.
Public service announcement by Jay-Z.
Public service announcement by Jay-Z. It's dope.
God's Country by Blake Shelton.
Last year it was Queen mixed with Rage Against the Machine, mixed with Skrillex, and there was a little bit of Prodigy in there.
Worst ballpark food? I don't know why, but I went to a Dodgers game and they had some garlic fries. Was not a fan. I'm usually a big garlic guy.
I think the most common's a really bad PB&J.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I mean, they're good, but just always every day.
Peanut butter and jelly with bad jelly.
Standard PB&J at most of the parks and everything.
Peanut butter, because I'm allergic.
We would be out there sweating our balls off, and then we would come in and they would feed us like hot soup. And if we were lucky, some cold oranges.
Right now, I've had so many Pop-Tarts and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in my life, I could be fine never having another one.
Sloppy Joes.
Old Chili.
No food.
All of it.
Dollar Dogs in Oakland are trash. They're like the size of my pinky and like burnt. They're terrible.
Frog legs.
Mayo avocado sandwich.
Probably some extremely terrible, like it was 2.5-day-old spaghetti with, I don't even know what kind of vegetable was probably tossed in there.
I mean, I had to eat like gas station sandwiches before.
I'd love to be the guy closest to Babe Ruth during the called shot stuff, just to know exactly what happened.
Seeing King Felix, I think it was his last start in Seattle last year, and how they freaking worship him there. You know, I can't remember what King's Court, I guess, in left field they call it. That was pretty incredible. It would have been a cool moment to have happen to you personally.
The catcher of Satchel Paige, when he was so confident in himself, where he told all of his infielders and outfielders to go into the dugout because he was so confident that he would strike out the next 3 hitters. He did. 3 consecutive hitters he struck out. So I would just want to be catching that and seeing no one else on the field except for Satchel Paige, and knowing that he is so good, he doesn't need a fielder. So I wanted to see if that was true or not. I'd probably be there.
Probably Gary Carter, game-winning homer to win the World Series.
I think Jackie Robinson's first day in the big leagues would be dope.
So I would say Barry Bonds when he faced Gagne.
I feel like you have to go Carter, Blue Jays, 91 World Series.
Derek Jeter's walk-off.
I would say McGuire's 70th, because that was just something that was really, really cool. At that time, it basically was saving baseball because how far it was going in the tank because of the strike. And him and Sosa basically put it on their backs and took off with it.
In Dieter's shoes, his last game.
Just to get as close as I guess as I possibly could to appreciate the plight of Jackie Robinson.
I would have to say Kirk Gibson hitting the home run in LA and just seeing him run the bases and just being in that moment when Tommy Lasorda calls him up and says, hey, you're hitting, and then I think that'd be cool because you just want it for your team. You're gonna put me on the spot here, man. That's tough.
Oh, I'd say black cleat rule for sure. Like, let people have fun, let their images show.
Probably having to hit batting practice every single day.
I don't like pants up.
Everyone having to wear their pants up.
Countless PFP practice.
I would have to say like unwritten rules.
7th inning stretch.
7th inning stretch.
I was gonna say like the 7th inning stretch, but I mean, why the 7th? It's not even half, like 4th inning, 5th inning. It's like half the game.
Yeah, 7th inning stretch is tired. Like, what is that? I mean, I don't know if that's the worst, but that's pretty tired.
Just the way that the game's covered. I mean, like it's traditionally been covered in a buttoned-up way. I think we see that a lot with the Hall of Fame voting.
Hazing.
So it's not really a ritual, but showing up to the field really, really early, I think gets kind of tired.
That everybody has to run out if there's an issue.
Hitting players all the time, so when you have a guy that bat flips Ronald Acuna Jr., and then it's a tradition that you then hit the guy who bat flips. And when we were throwing 98 to 99 miles an hour, I don't know if that's exactly an eye for an eye sort of thing. Just let Ronald Acuna Jr. bat flip.
That you can't run on the pitcher's mound. I know you had Dallas in here. That one's so stupid.